Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzing Pattaya, the show we talk about things that are happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. I'm delighted joining me today. Andy, how the devil are you, sir?
Very well, thank you.
You've even done your hair, mate.
Just like yours.
You know we're going to get it for this, don't you?
I asked for a buzzing and he gave me
Well, you see, if you can't, I think that car's going to run us over. Of course, busy today, mate. Of course, you know, if you've got no hair, you know we're going to get it, don't you?
Yes. A couple of boiled eggs.
Exactly. Now, we're here at the warm-up bar. If you look on the map now, you'll see exactly where we are. We're here at the warm-up bar, which is just down the road from your actual place that I know you mostly for, and that's the Hideaway.
That's right.
Why are we here, mate? What's going on?
Well, it's breakfast time. This is late morning. Breakfast time's pretty busy at the Hideaway, so I'm distracted by the cars going past here, but it's rather than at the Hideaway, people coming up and chatting, or staff and everything.
I've got to say, I was just in there a minute ago. It is busy.
It is
busy.
Yes.
Now, we're going to talk about the Hideaway. If you're not sure about the Hideaway, I'll put a link to their Facebook page, everything. Come up here. It's a very, very highly respected place for both food as well as accommodation. Andy's a top guy. Been here a long time. In fact, when did you first come out here to Thailand?
Well, the Hideaway's been open 7 years now.
Yeah.
I came out here probably about 6 months, a year before that, 8 months.
Yeah.
And before that, I would come down on vacation. Probably about 5-6 years before that, I think I started coming down.
Why was it before? So what's that, about 15 years, 14, 15 years?
Yeah, a little bit less than that, but somewhere.
Changed a little bit?
If you listen to people, yes, but when you live here, obviously the changes are so slow and gradual that you can't remember. But when you see photos from back then, I mean, I had hair when I got here. So,
do you know what? So did I. But I was learning to speak Thai while I was trying. And I went to a hairdresser and I thought I said in Thai, I just wanted a little bit off. I had long hair, longer hair than Ian. And she got the grade one, went right through the middle. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she said, you tell me you want only a little bit of hair. I said, no, I told you I want a little bit off. And she went, no, you're not saying it. So I stopped speaking Thai until I learned how to do it properly. But you are true though. The thing is like when you do live here, we see so much going on that's just a daily occurrence. We kind of like forget it's actually happened until we're like, wow.
Yeah, that wasn't there.
Yeah, because they've knocked the building down opposite.
Yeah, they've just done that, and then they've just built four little units. That could be hairdressers, salons, massage parlours.
Well, hairdressing and salons are two we can strike off of our need-to list, but the massage sounds a bit better. Yeah,
that'd be fine. Where's a good massage? Just over the road.
Exactly. Yeah. So where are you originally from?
I'm from Mitcham, South London.
Mitcham, South London. Yeah, I know that very well. London. Yeah, I'm once a
grew up there. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Just up the other end of the Wandle.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I after leaving school.
Yeah.
I basically went to work in an insurance company.
Okay.
And after a year working in an insurance company, I was like, this is
not for
me. I went to see the boss and said, I'm giving him a notice, I want to go and travel the world.
Yeah.
And he said, Andy, don't do that. You're an intelligent young man. If you work hard, in 20 years you could be in my position. And I thought, if you gave me it tomorrow, mate, there you go, that's it. Because he was sitting smoking in those days in a little office. It was, I didn't imagine. And so then I went off grape picking and to south of France and worked on the beaches selling sun hats. And then I became not a chef, but a hamburger chef in a beach restaurant. Yeah. Which was owned by my friend Kiki from the Spot Bar. He's down there.
What a small world.
Yeah. Well, we stayed in touch all through. Sort of parallel, really. Yeah. And when I moved to stay here, he came down. So it's good to have a good old friend.
Yeah,
here.
Brilliant.
And so after working a few summers doing that on the beach, I ended up in his bar. And then when he sold it after a few years, I would work in the summer and go back to England in the winter, work in a pub in England. And then after he sold his place, he went off to the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
And a little French island called St. Barts. And he said to me, why don't you come over there? He said, there's plenty of work. So, Caribbean, I was like 18 years old, 19 years old.
Fantastic.
And got on the plane, went over and started off working as a receptionist at a hotel there. They asked me for a CV and I just put down Hilton London, and so they'd never checked anything. So, and they said to me, can you do this? I said, it was all on the computer at Hilton.
All right.
And so I got the job and did that. And then after after a while, I got a job. Reception was fine to start with, but when the season started going and places opened up, I ended up working at a nightclub called Autour de Rocher, which was actually owned by, well, it's around a rock. It means it was built on a rock, and it was, but it was a very well-known place back in those days, and it was partly owned by an American singer called Jimmy Buffett, who not many people in the UK would know, but the Americans out there would know. Any parrot heads out there? That's his fans, apparently.
As you said,
all going over
English people just no idea whatsoever.
So anyway, that was that. Then worked a few years in the bars. This is going on a bit.
Yeah,
so get it all out.
No, go on.
And then I went from managing a bar to managing a nightclub. I was nightclub bartender at first. Then I went off and managed another bar, and then I managed that nightclub, the Buffett one. And hello to my mate David Henderson, who was a great. He actually owned the main shares in that club. And then after that, went to Miami for a year. I got an offer down on South Beach to go and run a restaurant there. So
that fly's getting on my nerves. He's right around you, isn't he?
Don't worry about it. That happens over here. And then after that, where are we up to? Oh, then
you're at Miami at the moment.
Miami, then back to St. Bart's. Worked in a couple of places again.
Yeah.
I missed St. Bart's too much, and then I finally got around to sticking enough money by to open a restaurant. I took over a restaurant and called the Hideaway St. Bart's, and had that for 17 years.
17 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously that was your grounding then for when you came out here.
Yeah, really. I wouldn't know what else to do. You know. So when I started coming here on vacation, because I used to vacation in the Caribbean, used to go off to Cuba, Dominican Republic, and Venezuela, but well before it was dodgy times, and San Martin, which is just over the short hop from St. Bart's, and would just wanted something different at some point. So I thought I'd seen Thailand I thought that would be nice, the massages and everything, and relaxation and temples. And so I started coming down here on holiday, and after a while I started thinking, well, I might move down here, and if so, what can I do?
Right, with you.
So it's like, can't do laundry, I can't do hairdressing, can't do
we can't
massage,
do a lot here though, can we?
No, well, we can't do any of that, but
yeah.
it's not as I could if I tried.
Yeah.
So it's really guest house and restaurant. Obviously, I don't work at all. I'm retired now, but
you
my
oversee
girlfriend
everything.
looks after it, and for the first few years, I basically just paid all the bills, and finally, I suppose, well, we were making profit before COVID, and afterwards, obviously COVID, and now we're just getting back to making a profit again. So.
I mean, to be fair to you, the Hideaway has got a very good reputation. People that live here, they will all verify what I'm saying here. The Hideaway does have a very, very good reputation, and obviously you've gone through the 2 years of COVID. I mean, I know that affected. We'll touch on that in a second. But one of the nice things about what you did at the Hideaway, which I really loved, was you had Kev in Thailand.
Oh yeah, Kev.
Bless him. Rest in peace, Kev.
Yeah, rest
fantastic.
in peace. What a loss. He was definitely one of the father figures of the YouTube vloggers. And that all came. We had a meat night every Wednesday night. I've still got a sign in the bar saying Wednesday night meat night.
Yeah.
I can't rub it out.
Yeah.
It's chalked up there, and I just don't want to paint over it. And that started because he was in one afternoon having a beer, and he said to me, Andy, I've got to go. I've got a subscriber that's got a party in Jompty and wants me to come to that tonight. He said, I've got another one who's got a party in Naklua. He wants me to go to that. And he said, I don't know what to. And I said, Kev, meat night, mate. You should have a meat night.
Yeah. Get them to come to you. Yeah.
And I said, you can have one here. I said, with all the bars you can choose where to do it every week.
Yeah.
And I think a week later he came in and said, I want to do that meat night and I want to do it here.
Bless him. Famous for his
hello
people.
Hello
people.
And he really helped put us on the map. It's a lot of people think that Kev owned it, and I never really said he didn't to some people.
Yeah. No, what a lovely guy.
What a lovely guy. Yeah, lovely fellow. And he had offers from different places. Obviously, I won't name them. They wanted to pay him to go and do meat nights there. And he said, no, Andy, I've always done it here. I paid for the food, and he actually wanted to participate in that. Okay, I'll put on the food, you bring in the people.
Yeah,
the people.
fantastic.
And he did. So
Brilliant, brilliant.
That's some great memories and some great nights.
Absolutely, I mean, he was a lovely guy, and those guys that have had the pleasure of meeting Kev, you will know exactly what we're talking about. He was a genuinely nice guy. So 2 years ago, we were going to do this.
Yeah.
And I remember coming and seeing you, and you won't mind me telling people,
Yeah.
at that particular moment in time, you were what I would have said was pretty much a very low point. I mean, how hard, without stating the obvious, I mean, how hard was the last 2 years?
Yeah, because I think when you came, we'd already gone through like the first year of COVID.
Yeah.
And then it started opening up again, and we were allowed to open and serve food, but no alcohol and everything. And so I remember you coming and saying, I said, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And then a week later, when it was coming around to doing the interview, I thought, you know what, I'm depressed. And it wasn't a clinical depression. I wasn't off to the hospital being treated about it, but I had nothing good to say. I was depressed. I was pissed off with losing lots of money, seeing your savings gradually go down because you've still got bills to pay, you've still got rent to pay. Although we got a good deal on it, I've still got 3 units, so it's half of 3 units. So it's still a big sum to pay out when half of the time we weren't open. When we were serving just food and there were no tourists in town, you couldn't make a penny. You know, it was costing me more money to stay open, but I really wanted to do it as much for the goodwill so that people didn't forget you, you know. And because after being, how long were we in lockup where we couldn't open? I can't even remember, but it was best part of a year.
Yeah, I was going to say a good year,
And you know, during that year, I hardly even came over to the Hideaway. I stayed at home.
Yeah.
And then I actually moved into the Hideaway because what was the point in paying an apartment when I got the rooms all empty?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I didn't want to do the interview then, because I would have been, you know, people would have been crying. I've got tears in my eyes now.
Yeah, but no, but it was a really, really tough time. It was a really hard time. But the good news is that as it is now, touch wood, that we seem to be through the back of it. We seem to be coming out the other side now. You know, I was just there a minute ago, and you know, I don't just say it. People think I say stuff on camera because
you do say a lot of bullshit.
But it's like. I was just going to say it's busy. So
thank you.
See, look, he's okay with that.
First true thing you said all day. So,
but no, genuinely, but you are busy.
Yeah,
and it's nice to see.
But, you know, it's an all-in-all thing now. The Hideaway has become much. We started off as just a bar. We had some snacks after a while, but now we developed and it's more of a restaurant. It's that bloody fly.
I know, he's been at you the whole time. He's on your head now.
Yeah, that's it. I've been rushing around a bit.
He forgot the shower, guys, but I won't grass him up.
Bit of a sweat on earlier doing the shopping and stuff. What was we up to?
We're talking about the Hideaway, how successful it's been.
Oh yeah, well, it's successful. It's busy.
Successful.
It's changed now more to a food orientated. This is a little bit down to COVID, because during COVID, obviously, when things did start opening up again, you got Tree Town that became the base of it, because they managed to grab an extra hour. Good luck to them. Yeah. And people really were shooting down. You know, 8 o'clock at night they were gone. They were off to Tree Town. Yeah. So because the Hideaway isn't a bar girl place, it's a restaurant bar. We sort of lost the bar atmosphere in there. Which will gradually come back.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
In between times, it's become a little bit more food orientated, and we've got a full menu for Thai food, and we do put on daily specials now, and breakfast's very good. You can have a 105 baht breakfast up to 160 or whatever. You can
I've had the big breakfast, as you can see. You can see it, and it is very, very nice. Very, very nice.
2 of them. But you only filmed the first one.
Honestly, and he says I tell a lot of
But we try to do a nice mix. I was only talking to somebody this morning. We were full this morning, but in fact we're only half full because it was just ones and ones and ones.
Right.
But that's fine with us, you know.
Yeah.
I'd rather be full all the time with lots of single guys coming in. Yeah. But we have also other days we'll have many couples, and we put tables together for groups as well. Yeah. But we don't aim to do, you know, I don't try to do tables of 8 and 10. I don't refuse them if they book, but it's not something that's really up there because we're actually very quick with the service, and it's like, and a big table might put a spoke in the wheel a bit.
Gotcha.
And you know, it's like in Thailand, table of 10, they come out one dish at a time, and it's. You think you can change that when you start?
Do you know what? That still gets me to this day. You know, I go out with my wife, I sit down, we'll order like 4 or 5 dishes, and they bring up one, and they walk off, and I'm like, where's the rest?
I know, but that's, you know, obviously the staff. I've got great staff in the kitchen. I've got great staff all around, and very loyal staff as well. And but then I'm loyal to them as well. And you can't change a country.
I know,
You know, and they haven't got the experience of working in Europe or under a European chef. And the kitchen is pretty small, although we've got the grill at the front and the kitchen at the back. It's understandable in a way, and in the end, that's how it is over here. So really, it's for us to adapt to that and get on. So I've adapted to so much now.
Yeah, same.
I have things hanging off the wall that you know, back in some parts, done straight away. And so okay, there's the lottery lady trying to sell me a ticket.
To sell us a
I'm
lottery.
speaking on here.
We're on camera.
On the camera.
We're on camera.
No, she's looking over there.
My chai tini mi gong tinu. No, do ni do no mi gong. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
He thinks she understood that.
Yeah, she understood. I said that she's looking at the camera.
Anyway, lovely lady. Always, she knows me. I like the 07 Soonjet. Oh, yeah, but not today.
Soonjet. What's Soonjet? He says about my Thai. Soonjet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, where was we up to?
I don't know. We were talking about. I don't know.
Well,
I think you were just giving me some grief. I think.
Probably. I think it was. That's probably why you forgot.
But you've also got rooms.
We've also got rooms.
Yeah.
We're actually #1 on TripAdvisor in the guest house section. Over 1,000 guest houses. Have been for about 4 years, I think. And there's only about 150 reviews on there, which shows that I'm not sitting at home doing. I mean, I remember doing that in St Bart's when they first come out, and we were all writing reviews for it, and then all of a sudden we got blocked, and it was because they got these spiders or whatever.
The bots.
So anyway, I learnt my lesson there, and some great reviews I wrote.
I bet, yeah.
And but this one, it's all organic. It's nothing to do with us, and it's very good. And Booking.com, even we got. Please don't book with Booking.com. Please call me directly. I'll give you a better price.
There you are. It can't be any fairer than that.
Have you got 15%?
Do they? Wow. Is there a particular link they can use that we can put in the description below?
Just our email.
Okay. So email Andy.
The website has got the email, or just email.
Well, I'll put it in the description, guys. If you are interested in flying, I'll tell you where we are. We are really, really in a great location. You're at the end of Soi Boomerang, and if you don't know about Soi Boomerang, you soon will when you come out here. We've also got Soi 15, which is down where the back of the Avenue shopping area. So again, another great location. And you're at the very start, or the hub in the middle of the Soi Buakhao area. So fantastic. So you're on the up now, which is fantastic.
Yep,
and I genuinely am heartfeltly pleased.
Very positive for the future now, because say the Hideaway and the food is going well. So I'm really concentrating a little bit more on the food at the front. Yeah. And hoping we'll get a little bit more bar back. Yeah. We still put on events. We had Jimmy White Night recently. Jimmy comes over regularly. He's going to be here in September.
Oh, okay.
But that will be too close because we had him in June. So I think he's a new go-go opening up called Lips in Jomtien. Little plug for them, 1st of September. And on 1st of September as well, Stuart Bingham, world champion snooker, he's playing at High Rollers. So well worth a visit, one of those two. I'd go to one or the other, but on that same night, I've got a birthday party here at the warm-up, so I can't really leave the girlfriend to organise it on her own.
Well, you could, but you wouldn't get much of a nice warm reception when you come home.
We want to, you've got to maximise on those nights, and it should be a good one. She's a popular girl that's having a birthday.
Excellent. So in terms of relaxation, you've moved nicely into that. What I want to ask you next is, you are very busy, and I know for a fact you're in here early most days. You're a bit like me. You like to get in early, get your stuff. How do you relax when you're not working?
Well, that's the early things started really more after COVID, because we couldn't stay open late, so I've started getting up early, which is much better. Get a full day now.
It's brilliant. I love it.
I've already been this morning to Macro and stuff. As I say, I don't work, but I help out and drive the girlfriend, and who's still in bed. And so relaxation is afternoon siestas.
Yeah.
I might. He's getting old. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got to be careful what I say as well. So she'll watch
Oh.
this. She'll have turned it off by now. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, afternoons tends to be relaxation at home, a bit of Netflix, and.
Casual wander around the city?
No, I don't wander anywhere. I get on a motorbike or drive. But yeah, I might have a little potter around.
Yeah.
A potter.
Yeah.
And
He's definitely showing his age now, pottering. He's potting to
Harry
you,
Potter.
ain't he?
Harry Potter. And game of tennis.
Oh,
Regular tennis, but only doubles these days. 2 on
Where'd
for
you play
singles.
tennis?
Bayshore, Siam Bayshore.
Siam Bayshore, because I get asked that, but there you go, guys. Siam Bayshore.
Siam Bayshore, you can
Come down, give Andy a few rounds.
Yeah, only if you're not very good. I don't run in anymore.
Yeah.
And my service is terrible. I hit an ace and then I hit 5 double faults. Golf was one of the reasons I came down here. It was one of the reasons I used to travel all over the world, but I used to stop bringing my golf clubs after a while. Never got there.
You never got on the courses, did you? Too busy.
Yeah, and now I developed the yips, so I putt at right angles.
Okay.
So I don't get out to golf. I don't relax on the golf course anymore.
Brilliant.
It's,
He's a busy man, you see.
Yeah,
You're a busy man.
there you go.
So here's a question for you, because we're nearing the end of the video, which has been fantastic. Great talking to you, mate. Thank you so much indeed for taking the time to do this. I've got a guy, I ask everyone this, because we've all come here, we've all experienced different stuff.
I should have thought of an answer.
You know what's coming. Yeah. So we've got a guy watching the channel now.
Which one?
I don't know, probably over
that
there.
One.
Yeah, somewhere, probably this guy here. But anyway, he's never been here before, never ever set foot in the city, and he lands. I'm going to grab him by the hand, say, come here, fella, sit yourself down here and speak to Andy. What would be your words of wisdom to someone that's never been to the city ever before?
Words of wisdom, right? Pattaya for a start. I got to Pattaya the first day and I thought, I don't like it here. After 3 days, I thought, I love it here. So your first reaction, your initial feeling might be, this is not for me. Give it a couple of days. Then, enjoy yourself. Do anything you want. I always say, come on your own to start with. And you'll sit in bars and have a chat with people and get to know, get some ideas like that. Without, in the first place, later I came with a mate and it was okay, but I had to say to him, right, we're not married here, all right, we got to...
Yeah, if
you go in a bar and you like the decoration in that bar, and I don't, will you stay in that bar and enjoy the decoration, and I'll go to another bar.
You're going to take your paintbrush somewhere else.
That's it, and somewhere I like a nice, bit of blue paint.
He likes a floral paisley design.
I like nice lighting, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, there you are, guys.
So that's probably it. And the other thing is, don't fall in love too quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of great love stories over here, but a few more not so good. Thai girls are wonderful, but Farangs are wonderful, but right. So it's both sides of the story. We got to remember that. But there's some beautiful, wonderful ladies out there as well. But just take your time.
There you go. So there you are. And if you want to discuss it a lot more detail, come down and see Andy. He's here pretty much every day.
More detail. I'll probably see you coming and I'll disappear in the office.
He'll tell you more about this and his paintbrush stories, I can assure you. So, but no, come down, all jokes aside, come down and see Andy. He's a lovely guy, really, really approachable. Sit down, have a coffee or a beer with you, no dramas whatsoever. He'll happily speak to you.
If you don't see me, ask me. I do have an office at the Hideaway, so I do spend a lot of time in the air conditioning on the computer and this and that. So, but yeah, I'm always happy to come out and meet anybody.
There you go, can't ask for more than that. And I will put all the details down below for the Hideaway. Have a look in there, it really is good food. I'm not just saying it. It's very, very good food, good reputation. And the thing is, people speak with their feet here, so if it wasn't very good, you wouldn't be as busy as he is right now, and trust me, he's busy. All right, that's it from me, guys. That's it, Manny. Thank you so much for taking time. Thank you so much.
One last thing is, can I just say a quick hello? No, quick hello to all my friends in St Bart's. 17 years with the restaurant. I was there for nearly 30 years. I miss you all. I miss the island. I still love St Bart's, and I shall come back on holiday over the next year or so sometime. And I only left St Bart's because 30 years on a tiny island, I needed a change. Yeah, fair enough. Can't say more than that. All right, that's it from us, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please, as always, remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon.
if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Check out Discord. Andy's on Discord, the Hideaway on Discord. Get in there, have a chat with him, find out about all their daily specials, all the food, etc. So have a look on Discord. It's completely free of charge. There is a link in the description below. Get on it, guys. Have a look. And if you'd like to support the channel and the work that we do here, there is a link in the description. Membership starts from as little as 89p a month. All right, that's it from me. That's it from Andy. Thank you very much for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.